What's up, everybody? Welcome to today's video. We're actually starting out here live in the field. I'm here with my man Ben.
What's going on?
And we're actually taking a look at a property in sunny side of Houston. We've actually done about 5 properties over here in the last 2 months. And this one's special because it actually comes with land, so we could probably make what we need to off the first one and then figure out something else with the land. So it's a great value add opportunity. And then this evening, obviously, we're heading to San Antonio. I'm going to be doing my speaking engagement at Ground Zero, just talking about my journey and how I got to this point. So yeah, you guys are going to ride with me this weekend. All right, guys, so let's just do a quick tour of this property. We're going to get in and out as quick as possible. So here we have the property. It sits on 2 lots, which I'm going to show you guys in just a second. And this property, I think it's around a little over 1,000 square feet, but as you can see, it's been burnt down, but the foundation looks pretty decent. Obviously, it's going to need to be remodeled, but let's just take a look really quick. So as you can see, the whole front of the house is pretty much blown out. The side of the house is starting to bow a little bit. It's probably from the fire. And just the frame starting to give out a little bit. But if you look, guys, this is the money spot right here. This house is cool. We can sell this and make our money. This is a wide open piece of land, and the owner owns both lots. So we could subdivide this up, replat the land, and then sell that. We could do a new build. We could sit on it. I mean, options are endless, really. As you guys can see, I mean, we go all the way back, guys. This is a 14,000 square foot lot. And then we'll take a look around the back side here. Like I said, we have a couple people staying here. They're just keeping an eye on the property, making sure the yard's mowed. Pretty decent property, guys. A lot of potential. It's gonna need a lot of love, a lot of work, but it looks good. And then another good thing about this area, guys, is we're in a gentrifying area, guys. We've done, like I said, 5 properties over here in the last 2 months. A lot of new development. We're right by 610. We're really close to NRG, so in the next few years, the next 5 to 10 years, you're gonna see property values increase like crazy in this area. So we wanna take advantage now. And instead of wholesaling everything off, we wanna look at keeping some more things, and you know, especially if we can be in a whole piece of land with little money out of pocket. I mean, that's why we do this business.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Okay, good deal. Well, we'll meet you here, and I'll give you a call back if we're not already here, okay?
All right.
Thank you. All right, so with the last property, we called the homeowner. Originally, she was supposed to meet us there. She didn't. I called them while we were there, hoping she lived in the area. We were just going to pull up to the house. Her daughter answered and said that she could actually meet us in an hour. So we went over to a buddy who just flipped a house that we wholesaled them. So I'm gonna give you guys a tour because it's amazing what this house looks like in what, 2-3 months? I mean, the turnaround is crazy, guys. I mean, just looking from the outside. And I'm gonna try to include some pictures in this video so you guys can see the physical turnaround. I mean, with the new fence, the driveway alone looked like a BMX track. Like, it was just crazy. It was crazy. He actually took the garage, turned it into a 4th bedroom, and yeah, guys, he's gonna be here in a minute to open it up. You guys are gonna meet him and be able to, hopefully I'll get him to go over the numbers with you guys, but it's incredible. New roof. I mean, it looks amazing.
This is real simple type stuff.
And then what was the permitting like? Because we've never had to pull permits and stuff like that.
Yeah, so I had to get several. Have you ever pulled a permit doing the house?
No.
You know where the office is?
No.
It's on Washington.
Gotcha.
I mean, the permitting process in Houston is a beast, whatever you're doing.
Yeah. A beast as in just rigorous and just...
A beast as in, one, getting the permit. But the hardest, the most bureaucratic part, I'd say, is dealing with their they're not all on the same page.
Yeah.
One inspector could come out and say, like, oh, you don't have all your nails on your fascia board need to be at least 8 inches apart. Another person come by and say, no, they need to be 6 inches apart.
Gotcha.
But you're supposed to be working off the 2012 code.
Yeah.
But they don't have any kind of
Gotcha.
Communication.
So you get what
exactly.
you get.
Or you're dealing with an administrator who's saying like, oh, you need a roofing permit, and then this person saying, no, you don't need a roofing permit. So it's a lot of
Back and
just
forth.
idiocy on their end,
Yeah.
and you're dealing with their antics, and then you might just be dealing with inspectors who don't have a good grasp of the code.
Got you. So
Yeah.
in regard to the permits, you're getting the permit to get started on something specific, or you do it and then get the permit.
Well,
Or I guess
you're supposed to get the permit
prior.
prior to,
Okay.
unless you're just doing demo.
Gotcha.
You can start demoing, but unless you're demoing a house, then you need a demo permit.
Okay.
But just to actually start work, you're supposed to get a permit before you start doing anything, because you're supposed to get the pre-construction inspection.
Oh,
You're supposed to
okay.
have somebody come out and you present them the plans, and you're in the office, these are the plans, this is what I'm gonna do. Da, 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 da. If you're doing it by building, if you're doing like a remodel permit, or if you're doing repair per spec list permit, you gotta sit down with the person, you have to go through all the plans, if it calls for plans, and then somebody has to come out and be like, yep, yeah, okay, yeah, this is what you said you're doing, okay. Da, da, da,
Gotcha.
da.
So there's
Okay.
preliminary and then post inspection.
Well, there's preliminary, middle,
and then post.
then end.
Yeah.
And then there might be more in the middle. Like for instance, with that HVAC, I mean, you'd have to get the pre-inspection, and then you'd have to get like they have to look and see your ductwork and all that, and they have to look in the walls and make sure that you follow the code as it relates to how that copper line goes into the
Yeah.
walls and it's properly spaced and all that. So they have to look at that. And then they have the grill seal part, which is before you can put all the grills and seal them up, they have to inspect it. And then they have to actually pressurize the line. Not pressurize the line, they have to check the line for like leakages and energy
Okay.
efficiency and all that. And then once you're done, then you get the finalized inspection to
Gotcha.
where, okay, everything is done. So where they have
So
to finalize.
not everybody's doing that though, right? Like,
Yeah, I mean,
or it's, I mean, cause
so let me tell you this. So I'm just going to be honest with you.
yeah,
So
yeah.
dealing with the permitting office is a pain, and you have to, as an investor, there are times in which it might not make a lot of sense to actually pull a permit.
Gotcha.
So if you're in an area and you see a bunch of other rehabs going on, you probably should go get a permit,
Okay.
because the building inspector's driving up and down the neighborhood.
Gotcha. Okay.
Or if you're in an area that's more higher end, and the neighbors are going to call on you
Yeah,
and all that,
yeah.
go get the permit.
For sure.
That's
but
what happened in the Westbury one. They were finished, and the neighbor, they were about to list, and
Yeah.
the neighbor got nosy and literally called
Yeah,
the
exactly,
permitting
yeah.
department.
yeah,
And
so
then they had to wait, go through that,
and
change some
then it's
things.
gonna be crazy if they catch you after the fact.
Gotcha.
Like you did all the work, and then you after the fact, it's gonna be insane.
Gotcha.
Insane as in you're gonna wish you had got the permit
You
before.
are with,
They're gonna make
yeah.
you go back and
It depends on who you're dealing with. You might deal with somebody that makes you open up all the walls.
Yeah.
Like, hey, all this drywall, you got to pull all this ceiling down because I need to see. Or you're like, oh, all this tile you got in the restroom, I need to be able to actually see the P-tripe under the tub. So
Yeah.
you have to pull that back. I need to see the P-tripe or whatever. It just depends on who you're dealing with.
So how do you know what has to be permanent though? Like, 'cause
It's
it seems
all
like,
online, but
oh, okay.
I've done it enough. So
You know
I
your
know what's supposed.
processes.
I know what's supposed to be permanent. Roof
Gotcha.
permit, foundation permit, any plumbing permit outside of like a bathroom faucet or a kitchen faucet.
Okay.
You don't have to get those permitted. But the plumbing underneath, permit. Like underneath the sink, permit.
Yeah.
Electrical, permitted. Even light fixtures,
Gotcha.
ceiling fans,
So your neighbors.
receptacles. You're supposed to get all that permitted. Driveway permitted. Sidewalk permitted.
Okay.
All that requires permitting. If you're doing a complete demo, permit. You need the electrical cut in, like that's cut into that line that didn't exist before.
Oh, okay.
Permit.
Yeah. Okay. And are you pulling these permits or you're
Household.
constantly?
Well, so you
It's
have to
depends.
be licensed to pull like a trade permit. So mechanical, you have to be a licensed HVAC practitioner. Electrical, you have to be a licensed master electrician.
Gotcha.
Plumber, you have to be a master plumber. Now any of this other stuff, I can go out and pull the permit.
Okay.
Which is what I did. Because oftentimes if you just hire somebody out and say, hey, go get the permit, well, they're going to upcharge you,
Okay.
which makes
Oh, yeah,
sense.
of
I
course.
mean,
yeah. It's a
they're
business.
spending their time to actually go get your permit, but you can literally just go into the office and walk up to the information desk and say, hey, I got this house, I'm putting on a new roof, I need the permit for that, and you just do it yourself. And they're gonna point you into all the directions you're supposed to go.
And yeah, guys, there actually used to be a wall right here, and this kitchen, how it sits this way, actually used to be turned this way, and there was actually a hallway, more so right here, cut off some of the cabinets, but nice open, you can see through everything through the front window. This thing got crazy. There actually used to be a hole back here in the wall. Beautiful hardwood floors though, so able to save those.
Oh my.
Yeah. That's a nice flooring. Yeah.
It's the same flooring in the kitchen. Right, okay.
Yeah, I get a bulk discount on certain products.
Okay.
Are you buying just from like Home Depot or?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely.
You shouldn't just buy from
One place.
one source. So I got a commercial account with Home Depot, so I do get a lot of stuff from Home Depot, but also like Stallman, because Stallman is an actual lumber yard, which actually has a lot of stuff that Home Depot is not going to carry for the average Saturday morning fix-it guy.
Gotcha.
And then I scour, Craigslist and all stuff like that. And a lot of different sources.
Gotcha.
Had all that food and
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like crazy. It was a bunch of, like they were preppers or something.
So like in the times.
Yeah, it was like a bunch of like cans of food. Here, I did a lot of stuff up there too.
yeah. What was up? What was wrong with it? Or just
It just needs to be brought up to code. So I had to put insulation in, put a light switch in, reinforced a lot of the rafters and the trusses. So rafters were actually,
This is it's a huge master suite, guys. This actually used to be a garage. Huge laundry room area. Make a glimpse in here.
added this closet to make it
And beautiful, beautiful shower.
so clean, like just.
So when I'm telling you guys this, it's coming from somebody experienced that has spoken into my life and told me, I see what you're doing, but you gotta play the long game. And so many times with investors, we get stuck in wholesaling and what we're gonna be doing the next year. And you need to think about 5-10 years, especially if you wanna be in this business and you wanna survive, right? And so you can use that same strategy, do it with Airbnb. You can, there's just so many things, guys, but start keeping some properties. Once you start doing multiple deals, I know some of you guys are just trying to worry about getting the next deal, and that's cool. But start thinking long term. When your money's good and you don't have to worry about it, just play with the idea. Call some lenders up, see what they're offering. Ask some of your friends that have rentals, ask them how they did it, guys. Use those people around you. Sometimes we be so egotistical that we're afraid to ask questions. So just make sure you do that, right? Last thing I'm gonna leave you guys with, obviously I'm big on social media. If you guys aren't already, give me a follow. TikTok, YouTube, I'm trying to figure out Instagram. We've been there. We do free events all the time in Houston. We're doing more and more pop-ups. I give information away, guys. I'm truly passionate about this business because it literally changed my life. I went from being broke, making 30 grand a year, to making almost 100,000 in a month, guys. Like, this business can change your life, right?